Look, I'm from a big town, small city, walk with me. Through these blocks, used to pedal bike and spark Philly. Running hundreds to the stacks and it was all filthy. I looked out for everybody that you saw with me. We got mob time. If the ops fly, them shots fly, things slicing like a mock five. Shout out my shop guy, you know it's fading for. We running shit up, got them running like VA was sure. I kept my face clean, and my name is good. Got this shit.
I won't get too far in it. We're gonna get into all that, but we in here. I got my man Valed in here. Real Valed 716 in here.
The Real Valed 716 was good, people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hollywood Wilson Podcast, Flavor One Radio. We're in here. Like I said, I got V in here, friend of the show. Second time he been back. You know what I'm saying? Got a little more visual this time. We got some shit in the back behind us here. You know what I'm saying? While you're here, I just want to say, you know what I'm saying, appreciate you. You gave us the push to, you know what I'm saying, throw some shit on the wall and just go for it. So I want to say I appreciate you for that.
No doubt.
All right. Now, secondly, before we get into the album and everything like that, you know what I'm saying, I want to see how the response has been to everything. But I'm gonna get you. We gonna live taste test whole shebangs while you here.
Oh man! All right, let's do this, man.
You want to get it? You want to do this first?
Yeah, let's do this. I keep hearing these are supposed to be good.
Real deal, right?
Whole
there.
shebang. Let's see what's happening.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get us a sponsor somehow because we eat these every pie. I get somebody to come on and do the taste test. If you're watching this live on Instagram, it's at Real Valed 716. He's hitting the bag right now, folks. He said. I don't know if he's.
I don't know. It kind of smell like barbecue, and then it kind of smell like salt and vinegar.
Yes,
so is it a mix of both?
You could say that.
These not kettle cooked, right?
I don't think so.
The potato chip with the incredible flavor that started it all.
The whole shebang. Oh, you hear that a lot. You see the mics work very well. You hear, you know what I'm saying, crunching and all that. It's, you know, quality mic right there. Give us a 1 to 10, V. Give us a 1 to 10. He's going back in for the third one.
I gotta get more than one at the same time.
There we go.
Got 3 right here.
There we go. Whole shebang. Like, this is free promo right now that we are giving you. We need like free. We need bag merch all over the table. Is really what we need.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
I'm gonna go 6.
6. 6. Ooh.
6, man.
So you're saying it's a mid, pretty much.
Yo, because I'm not a big fan of salt and vinegar chips.
Okay, and
so
it definitely has the salt and vinegar taste to it.
So yeah, it's kind of like a salt and vinegar with the barbecue. Is that exactly what it is? Yeah, I don't know if I'm with that, man.
That's used more in where you really got to get the chips from in jail. They usually more just fucking crush the chips up and then put them on, like, you know what I'm saying, they try to make bowls and shit. So that's like seasoning what they use in there. But yeah.
That says it all, man.
Yeah, man.
Why I'm not really rocking with it.
I hear you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like the chips. I think the chips are good. Every time I go fucking over through the hood and I pick up my nephew, I always stop and grab some whole shebang.
So, yo, I don't know if I'm a chip connoisseur or anything like that. I prefer kettle cooked chips. I like
crunchy as hell.
Yeah, I like the crunch. Give me the jalapeno kettle cook. I like Munchos. I'm a Pringle guy.
Munchos.
Yeah, man.
Yo, shout out to my cousin Dominique, yo. You and her are the only people I know that prefer Munchos.
Yo, it's just the saltiness with the airy crispiness, and it's just like, you know it's bad for you while you're eating it. You know what I mean? Like, you know you're eating something that ain't good for you while you eating it.
I think I ate Munchos on accident a couple times. The Munchos I would give a 4 out of 10.
Damn.
I would not like Munchos.
Have you tried these Cool Ranch Ruffles?
No, sir.
Not you. Don't even look interested.
No, I'm just saying I haven't tried them.
So they got Ruffles with the Cool Ranch seasoning on them now,
like the Dorito shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They found like new interesting ways to sell you the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they got Funyuns. They got Funyun flavored Lays.
I did see those. I did try those.
Okay, how are those?
Not bad. It's not a Funyun, but it gave you enough of the flavor of it that you was like, okay, I see what they was doing. But I don't think I would buy another bag of them.
Lays. We need flaming hot Munchos. Put some seasoning on the Munchos.
Ooh.
Come on, man. Like, it's been just nothing but straight salt for the past 30 years.
That's true. I mean, yo, I mean, they doing flaming hot everything. I mean, they got flaming hot ruffles, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And they got jalapeno lime ruffles.
I had LeBron had some I don't know, hot something ruffles. I started to try them the one time, but I didn't grab them. I changed my mind on that one. But
I'm gonna tell you, low key, best chips of all time.
Let's hear it.
Them Boosie's Louisiana Red Hots.
The Rab Snacks.
Yeah.
Oh, see, only I never seen the Red Hot joints. I seen the joints with the Migos joints. I seen the Trina ones. And
those Migos, those all right.
Migos with the Dab Ranch or whatever it was, those was all right. But I can't. There's another one I seen, but I never had neither one of them.
Cardi B got the jerk barbecue. It's good too.
See now, the spots that I used to go to get the Rap Snacks. This is turned into a chip podcast, but
yeah, that's what it is.
the spot I used to go to get them joints from, they don't get them no more. And then I just switched to the whole shebang, son. You know what I mean? But let's get into some album shit, man. I mean,
let's talk about it.
How's the response been to the album?
Yo, the response has been amazingly great. For me to be an artist and be around for a long time, you know, my peers love it. The people that love me love it. And as an artist that's passionate about the craft, that's really what I want from it. You know, like the money and the okay. Was my mic off the whole time? Alright, so there we go. Now I sound good. So the money will come. You know, I'm at a point where like
what happened was you switched from 3 to 2, and I was still running off of 3. That's what happened.
3.
We good? No, you good. You want 2? I got you.
Oh, either one works for me.
As you were, sir.
Yeah. So the response to the album was good. The people that love me love it. My peers love it. I'm very proud of the effort that I put into it. I made about 25 songs that didn't make it. So coming back into like making it. So I've been in business mode for the past 5 years, let's say. Going in, with the shop. Yeah, with the barbershop, with Fade and Full Barbershop, straight business mode. Going into writing the album, you know, I had to take some time away. I had to go through the bad writing to get to the good writing. And then even my source material, it comes from a place that I don't always want to think about. You know, the times of like being locked up, nobody writing me. The times of like, you know, trying to push my CD, nobody really rocking with it. You know, like I come from like I don't write from a place of like we balling with the bottles and stuff like that. When I was making them type of records, it didn't really feel good. And it really wasn't me. So this kind of like this Intelligent Hoodlum is kind of like a journal in a sense.
If I could ask a question here now. Now you said, I heard you say when you were making the songs about, you know what I'm saying, when you was out doing that stuff, that would be the like Bruce Lee, different things like that.
Yeah, the Bruce Lee, the Tut Life, the I had an album that I was working on called Ruler Season. What was the mixtape? Mixtape called Ruler Season. Got a bunch of beats from Shice Nines, bunch of trap sounding beats. The reason why that project didn't come out is because I was in the process of like leaving the barbershop that I was in to going to opening up another barbershop partnership. And I just felt like the music really wasn't representing like where I was in my life. I wasn't really writing from a place of like current events in my life. I was talking about I was fresh off bedroom bully too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to make, going into Intelligent Hoodlum, I wanted to make grown man music, but still not forget where I come from, what I've been through. And I don't want nobody else to like get it twisted about things that we may or may not have done. And think shit is sweet today because it's good, but you know, he is who he is.
I hear that. Now, you talked about writing from from the perspective of what you see on a regular basis. Like that's what you said. That's where you like to write from.
Well, if I'm gonna talk about current events today, it's gonna be more so based on personal development, self-improvement, entrepreneurship, and business. It ain't really gonna be about who I'm hitting, my rotation, how much money we get in. How much money we get is like a byproduct of what we do in our daily routine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like waking up early, 4 a.m, hitting the gym, reading the books,
Definitely be at the gym early, my brother.
And you know, conducting good business, making sure that I treat people good and I value them. You know what I'm saying, and lead them. You know, I don't want people around me that are unleadable, or people around me that are like snakes or backbiters or things like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to put good energy in the world and
Get good
receive the
energy
good
back.
energy.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, with writing this album, you know, the whole world ain't good energy. My world ain't good energy. I had to go through a bunch of things in the past in order to get to this good energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you pull. What you're saying was you when you have to write, you pull from the. I don't want to say the negative things, but that's the place that you got to get to write the.
well, it makes it. I think it brings everything full circle. So if you meet me now, you look at me now. You know what I'm saying? And you think someone would never think that I've been through the things that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I have to put that in perspective, and talking about it in conversation could be like pessimistic, Debbie Downer, but expressing it in a creative way, you know, that works for me.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. Like now to kind of go into, because I don't know, somehow I always manage to talk about Jay-Z. So
Let's do it.
That verse he did on. Did you hear the verse on the Wayne and
Yeah,
Boston?
God did. Yeah.
Okay. Now, people said, because, and me being a Jay fan, a lot of people always say all he talks about is, he just talks about money and all, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that he's done. And he's been saying the same stuff for 10 years, people say. But I feel like on that verse, on that song, it was just like, like Hove looking back, like, look at all this. I told you guys I was going to do all this shit.
Right.
Now I did the shit, and now I'm just reminding everybody of everything that I did.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's his life. But how you gonna tell somebody not to express their life and their art? That makes no sense. Do you want Jay-Z to get on the track and talk about what you're going through? He's so far removed from some of our first world problems that it wouldn't even make sense for him to even talk like that. If anything, I appreciate it because he's giving the free thinkers some type of inspiration, something to aspire to be, and he's empowering people along the way, which is admirable too. I think
it's a motive. Like the verse itself was just like, man, like did a lot of shit. Like I thought that was cool. I think Wayne could have went a little bit long. I think Wayne could have got more bars off.
Well, everybody knows I'm not a fan of him.
Not a Wayne fan?
Nah.
All right, we gotta.
My cup of tea.
All right, now you gotta give me more than that.
He's just not my cup of tea.
Like, it like just the subject matter, or is it his voice? Like, what
subject, voice. Yeah. The way he writes, like it's a little all over the place sometimes. Like he does have some crazy punchlines. He does have some scene stealing verses.
Right.
But just overall, like his whole catalog, it just ain't in my rotation, man. It's a lot of people I'd rather listen to more than Lil Wayne.
Like that's you are probably. I mean, I know people who don't like Wayne, but like to be like, nah, I just don't. Like you're one of few people so that's different. I mean, it's different, but we all have our own ears. You know what I'm saying?
So who is one person that you like that everybody? I mean, one person that you don't like that everybody likes.
Ooh. Let me think, because now you're making me.
It's
like
the Hollywood Wilson podcast. We gotta think
now. Okay, I'll give. At first, when Drake first came out, I was like, like everybody's like, yo, Drake's the great. I was just like, I don't. Now and more in recent, like from I say like 2012 on. Then I was like, all right, okay, Drake's cool, but excuse me. At first, I was like, man, I don't want to hear this shit. Him,
that's a big one, man.
What the fuck is Kodak Black? A lot of people like Kodak Black now. I like some Kodak Black, but I like some people like live and die by that shit, and that's just not like. This is just, I feel like, but I also feel like some of this shit is just out of my. It's not for me. Like the King Von and all that. Like I don't want to hear none of that shit. You know, like it's just like I get it. Like you know, like drill music that's the current thing now.
Right.
But that's just, you know what I'm saying? I can't ride around, you know what I'm saying? I ride around with my daughter and shit like that. Like I can't ride around with my kids listening to I mean, you can't ride around with your kids listening to a lot of music, if I'm being honest. But that, you know what I'm saying? Like that, just the repetitive, whatever. Like my kid could learn a drill song after listening 3 times because all they say is the same thing over and over again.
True. That's true.
But let me think.
How about El Biz just told me the other day he don't like J. Cole. You a big J. Cole fan?
I like J. Cole. I think he's a rapper that is like in between. Like he came at the end of the verbal, you know what I'm saying, lyrical rap that we are like our era of rap. But like he was right before everything switched to Atlanta and all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like he kind of gets like either you're a J. Cole, like either you're like a J. Cole stan and you're like, yo, he's the greatest ever, or you're just like, I don't really care for J. Cole. I feel like that's a lot of what he gets. It's either a hit or miss. Like, you know what I mean?
I wasn't really sold at first either. And I think Forest Hills Drive was when I got on.
I like J. Cole. I like the subject matter and just the wordplay that he uses a lot of the time. I am a J. Cole fan. Let's see, more rappers that people like that I don't like. Lil Yachty.
Alright.
Like why you laugh?
Because I'm not a big Yachty fan either, man. And I like some people that would. All right, so when people listen to me, they say that I'm lyrical. Right. I mean, I am kind of lyrical, right? But I like rappers that ain't like lyrical, like that you would be like, yo, why are you listening to him? Like I listen to Payroll. I love Payroll. I love Larry June. I love. Who else do I like a lot? I like Joey Fats too. Like you know, these boys are not like lyrical, miracle, spiritual rap acrobatics over the mic.
You just happen to like what they're saying then.
Yeah. I mean, even I wouldn't necessarily consider Nip the lyrical rapper, but he in my top 5 though, 100%.
I would definitely agree with. I got something in my eye.
I wish he was still here with us. Rest in peace.
Now, like we'll go into that a little bit. Now, with the trial and everything that happened at the trial and all the stuff that came out at the trial.
We talking about Eric Holder?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of I thought like just to hear how he shot him, he left, whatever, and then came back and shot him again. It was just like, man, like it didn't have to go as far as it went, you know?
Nah, it didn't.
So like for me, that was just, I guess that was kind of sad for me. Like, damn, like you could have, you know what I'm saying? You could have got your shit off and, you know what I'm saying? Just kept it, I don't want to say kept it moving, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like for him to lose his life in that plaza that he, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he bought it. He owned it.
He was trying to put back in to where he came from, and he died where he came from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a really sad situation. It's not a good way to go out. Death is inevitable. We're all gonna go out some way. That ain't the way we want to go. And it is unfortunate. It's just unfortunate, man. It's a sad situation, you know.
I agree with that. Let's see. Other LA people that like. Did you see? I was looking on. My son was sending me stuff on Instagram about how they leaked the Kobe Bryant the autopsy shit. And how like
I haven't heard anything about that.
He was missing a leg and he's missing an arm and like and then like that's how Vanessa Bryant got the $16 million. Because the cops on the scene, they like took pictures of him while obviously they were dead.
Damn.
And then they like shared them, and then so she got $16 million, but then she donated the money to something.
Bruh, every time I come to the Hollywood Wilson podcast, I hear about some news, some obscure news that I never ever I hadn't even heard about this.
The things you find just scrolling on Twitter or Instagram.
News source?
Instagram, Twitter.
Nah, bruh.
Snapchat.
Instagram is your news source?
I don't want to say it's my news source, but that's where I see shit at.
My
that,
God,
I don't
didn't know nothing about that.
I don't want to say that's where I intake my news, but no, that's definitely where I saw the Kobe shit though. Was Twitter. I don't know. My Twitter is whack these days. I don't even really be on Twitter. Twitter's kind of lame these days, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. Elon should have bought that joint, and it'd have been right.
I mean, I think Elon just said he gonna buy some shit to use that for like free promotion or something. I think he just be like, I'm gonna buy the next thing. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna buy the Cowboys just to keep his name. Just to keep his name in the news.
Yo, Elon must be a powerful man because the SEC has not come after him yet. Like, he also influenced the price of Dogecoin. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
In early 2021. And then he said something on there. No, he smoked the weed on Joe Rogan's podcast. And then the Tesla stock slipped a little bit. But then it went up. You know, when the stocks go down, you know, that's a buying opportunity. I don't think he hit the weed just for the shareholders.
Right. But
he does do things that influences the market.
He's a smart man.
And I think that Twitter went down hard and fast when he pulled out of that cell.
I agree.
He probably can afford whatever it costs.
Absolutely.
When they sue him or whatever happens. I don't really hear anything about that in the news anymore. The news cycles now.
24 hours long.
Man, monkeypox come and go.
Yes.
Recession. They weren't even trying to admit that it was a recession.
Absolutely.
And you don't really hear that.
They found every word for it but recession. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But no, you make a really good point with the new, everything flushes out really fast. You know,
yeah.
people show like outrage about shit, and then 2 days later, it's done and over with. Like I don't know if you're familiar with Deshaun Watson and the dude he had all the massage therapists.
Yeah, okay, I vaguely know a little bit about that. He
got suspended for 11 games. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? At first, they only gave him 6 games. People were all going crazy, whatever. They gave him 11 games. People said what they had to say, and now you probably won't hear about it again until week 11 when he comes back. But I just feel like that's fake outrage, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. This era that we're living in right now, with these social media platforms, everybody has a voice. Mm-hmm. Your voice can control a lot. Right, I agree. Now, and we got to be responsible with the things that we say. All these social justice warriors, sometimes they don't even really have a dog in the fight. They just want to make noise. They just want to say things just to spark some type of controversy. In this day and time, if you disturb the peace of everything moving, people will pay attention to you. Look at Andrew Tate.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's somebody that he makes some good talking points where people could vibe with him. But the people that are outraged is really where the clicks and the impressions and the attention come from.
That's like the way of the world. I don't want to say it's like a Kardashian effect kind of thing, but like people will take any publicity as good pub. You know what I'm saying? People just want any attention. People will just take it, good or bad. That's just how I look at it. Everybody wants their 15 minutes of fame. Like the lady who tried to chain herself to the basket at the basketball game, or tried to glue her hand to the floor.
Hollywood Wilson news.
More news. They're telling me.
I heard about no lady gluing.
She glued her hands to the floor at the Timberwolves game. They had to stop the game.
Damn, I ain't heard about that. Well, I'm not a sports guy. So
that's like. Crazy. I don't know. I just feel like it's as stupid as like the people who like you go to a big sports game and then somebody runs on the field naked. It's like, bro, you paid all this money to get in here to get arrested, get tackled, and go to jail
and banned for life.
Yeah, so I mean, it's over. I think the whole ban for life thing. I think that's kind of difficult for them to be like. That's like them banning me from HSBC. If I wear the right hat and I walk, you're not gonna notice me. In my like I feel like
that's true.
Like when people when they tried to ban the people, like they try to ban fans when they do wild shit. I feel like that never really work. That's just my opinion on that, though. I could be wrong.
No, that's right. That's right and exact. That's right and exact. You got to have thin skin in these times too, because people are going to say anything, and if people are going to believe things, even if there's no proof, right? These days, so you just got to have thick skin, stay on your purpose, stay on your path. and let the people talk, man. It's free promotion, man. Haters are your marketing team.
I can agree with that because I just feel like in this day and age, people are more emboldened to just say wild shit. Like people feel like it's okay, like the Trump. You know, I don't want to really like categorize it like that, but like people feel like, oh well, the president says this wild shit, so like I can say this wild shit too. Like I feel like people feel empowered to talk shit behind their phone or whatever the case may be.
Well, wait, hold on. How uncensored is our new world if the president gets banned from all social media? We got to take a serious look at this. So social media, for the most part, from what I know, is on the left,
right?
And a lot of these people have their agenda. Trump came in. And I'm not MAGA, but I do agree with some of the things that Trump was doing while his administration was in office. How are you banning the president? How are you banning the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, who stands for our people, has done all that he can to help our people, and never said any hate speech that I have heard. Even the things that they call into question, where's the hate? Where's the anti-Semitism?
Anti-Semitism.
Anti-Semitism. Like, we ain't never heard the minister give it up like that, man. He's even had Jewish rabbis speak to his congregation. So how is this man? I mean, we could go anywhere you want to go with this, man. Like, this is a crazy world where everybody has a voice, yet everybody's sensitive.
I can agree with what you're saying there because I'm gonna go in order here. First, I'm gonna say you said Hollywood news. That's valid news because I didn't know Minister Farrakhan was banned from Twitter.
Yeah, they banned Reza Islam.
I didn't know.
Banned him from social media too. He can't even be interviewed. And Reza Islam, he said a lot of things about the pandemic. So already off the rip, you can't really talk too crazy about that.
Yeah, that's true. But you were talking about
Trump and Farrakhan.
I don't think that he should have been banned from social media. I mean, I feel like he was a powerful voice, and he used that power and that voice to get people to do wild shit.
We talking about Trump?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Like with that storming the Capitol and different things like that.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like that might in part have a part to do with him being off because people will say that is how all the stuff at the Capitol happened, was him on Twitter and stuff like that.
True. That's true.
That would be my only pushback to that. Now, Minister Farrakhan, I've never seen him be on nothing crazy to where they would not let him be on there. I mean, I see people.
He is a dangerous man. If you could assemble 1 million people at the Capitol, he was his. I'd say the 1 Million Man March would be more of a concern to the higher ups than the Capitol thing with Trump.
I agree with that. I 1000% agree. Like, I used to actually say, like, when they were, they show all the people storming the Capitol, and I used to say, like, yo, if that was people who looked like me, they wouldn't have got that far.
Yeah, that's true.
They never would have made it to that, where they were running in through the and sitting at people's desk and all that. They would have, I mean, I don't want to get, graphic or anything like that, but they would have been picking us off from somewhere. Yeah. We never would have got into anything.
That's true.
So that's just how I look at that, because that was a lot of leeway given to those people that would never be given to you or me or people who might look like us.
Right.
That's my takeaway from that.
That is a fact. That's a big fact, man.
All right, let's lighten up a little bit. You want to now? Actually, we gotta. I don't want you to have to cut this part out, but if we play something off the album, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, that's not my joint.
Okay, we want to get into. We were playing what was the name of the joint we was playing?
Never Was Told featuring K Moga,
right.
man.
So I want to spin that. We'll get this on the audio going. We'll restart the camera in a minute and we'll come back.
Let's go.
All right. Hollywood Wilson Podcast, Flavor One Radio. Never Was Told, VALED.
Yeah. Times we thought niggas was riding out every time we smoke. Some niggas on me now. I ain't go. I wake up in cold sweats.
Hey, we are back in here. My bad. We are back in here. Hollywood Wilson Podcast, Flavor One Radio. Still in here with my man V. Had to get. He said had to get the whole shebangs, all that flavor. You know what I'm saying? Had to get some to wash that stuff down. So we're back in here now. Actually, man, V, I got you here. Let's get into. Let's talk about the read along you did at the shop.
Okay, so there's an organization, Black Boys Read, Jalecia and Ray. They run that organization. They donate bookshelves to barbershops, and one of our esteemed clients donated the bookshelf to our barbershop, and they set up a read-along for us. They've done 3 total. Ours was the only one that had food. So shout out to us for that. MJ helped me put it together. And
I'm sorry. What is the? You said their names, but you didn't say the name of
Black Boys Read too. That's the name of the organization.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you got that out there.
So BBRT.
BBRT.
Let's go.
Okay. Shout out to them. But the response was you got a good response. Everything.
Well, hold on. I got shout out to guest speakers too. So
I'm sorry.
We had Idris teaching art, Chris Holly Fitness with the fitness, my man CDB with the sponge effect, talking about how being around certain people affects your way of life and your journey. And I did the read along. I read Crown, which is a book about a child going to the barbershop. We had pizza, we had cookies. Mr. West was there. Alex Carrington was there. We had some parents and some children there. And the reel is on my Instagram, but it was definitely a proud moment. One of the proud moments of this year for me.
It's good to see you. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, and I can't forget Danielle taught the kids how to play chess.
That's big. You know, I mean, if I'm gonna be honest here, I'm a grown man that has no idea how to play chess.
Well, I have a year of experience playing chess.
Okay,
but I love it though. I just bust somebody with the checkmate before I came here.
I'm more of a Madden 2K, you know what I'm saying, kind of guy. So, but
strategy nonetheless.
True story. But okay, so you fed the kids. You know what I'm saying. You did a couple different lessons there. Now,
everything that we're passionate about. We didn't teach the kids anything that they shouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? They should know about the importance of fitness. Chess is a good game to get the mind going. Art, expressing yourself creatively. Reading is something that they say that it's fundamental, but the average American only reads 1 book a year. So we want to definitely push that, and the way to do it is to do it with the children. All the things that we learned along the way. In life, some things are caught and some things are taught.
I agree with that.
So you got parents that say, "Do as I say, but not as I do." Right. So we want the kids to do as we do.
Right.
And be a good example for them. And I think we did a good job. I'd like to do it more often than we do.
I think that's big that you're giving back to, you know what I'm saying, the area that you moved into. You've been at the new Elmwood shop for a year or 2 now.
2.
Okay.
4 months.
So that's, you know what I'm saying, so that's big, you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, don't really give back to where they might particularly work at or something like that. So that's big. So shout out to you for that, man.
Yo, we're putting in work, bro. Like, during the pandemic, the government was giving out like a lot of money and stuff like that. Because we are in an affluent neighborhood,
right?
We didn't have access to those funds, so we really had to put the thinking cap on and go for what we know to get what we got, man. Shout out to the clients. I'm never going to forget the people. Shout out to the clients. Shout out to the staff, the team. Not even the staff, man. The team. Pat D's West, Reg, Vega, Lex, Maria. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody.
The whole paid in full team. Or paid in full. I said paid in full. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, Rico, my man, but we're not talking about Paid in Full right now. So you said you have new members of the team at the shop, though.
Yeah, Lex and Maria. Maria's a barber instructor. She's doing a facial and skincare class coming up on September 26th at the barbershop, and Lex is my new apprentice. Man, she's amazing.
I see you doing a lot. I see you doing a lot of reels and different things like that. You run the Instagram for Fade in Full?
At this time, yes, I do.
Okay, just because you're actually, matter of fact, something else I got to give you your props for. We talked last time about the Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, and different things like that. Yeah. We actually bought an ad for the podcast. We ran an ad for the podcast for, I don't know, I think it was a week or two, just to kind of see how it worked out. We've reached, I think it was like 1,800 accounts. Okay. We got, I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. I mean, we're still kind of up and coming with the podcast shit, but it was just cool to see how even my small little ad or whatever the case may be could get to that many different places. So, because I run for the most part, I run the Instagram for the podcast. Chris gets on the Instagram too. Chris does that and YouTube. Chris controls that and YouTube. Nice. Link does the visual for when he shows up. Link does the visual. Okay. But I'm just we're trying to get this shit going to the next level here. What would you think? What is the busiest day at the shop? Friday?
Saturday is the busiest day.
Okay. Now, what if I took the podcast mobile? We came set up at the shop on Wednesday. We do a podcast live from Fade in Full.
I think that'd be the best time for audio. Doing it on a Wednesday. You don't want I don't know. See, I'm not the AV guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of I know how to make videos, post videos, and stuff like that. What I do know is that high traffic with a lot of background noise probably wouldn't serve the podcast good. So we want to do, low volume time, maybe a Wednesday that'll work probably best. And then you get everybody's real authentic self, where they're not kind of, if you want to bring people on, they're not trying to rush to do somebody.
Right. Yeah. Okay. We look into that. I think that would be dope, actually, to
do the pop up, bring the merch. You know what I'm saying? Bring the Hollywood Wilson merch. You know what I'm saying? We make it a movie, man. This is, in this day and time right now, this is we got to connect with people through the internet, but also, real life stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually be out there,
where somebody can see you as opposed to just listening or whatever.
100%.
But that probably also plays a part in you guys giving back with the read-alongs and things like that you're doing on Elmwood and stuff. So I get that.
You'll see that the read-along, it brings awareness to us having a shelf in there, So it's not just sitting there, the books collecting dust. We actually doing stuff with them.
That's what's up, though, because, a lot of people might, do some shit and then not ever actually. I hear you. That makes sense. Let's see. What else you want to... Mr. West, man. What happened with man, Mr. West?
Mr. West
had something come up?
Yeah, he had a situation come up. He was unable to make it, so I'm here to represent for him.
Shout out Mr. West, man. Shout out Mr. West.
Shout out Mr. West, man. Been with the shop cool. since he's the first person to come along and believe in the vision, believe in the journey, and he's still with us putting in work. I think going forward, Mr. West is going to be transitioning into a educational or executive role. We're building a company here at Fade in Full, so Mr. West is definitely a pillar. We got bricks in the building. Mr. West is a pillar in the building. So
are you saying Mr. West is looking to put the Clippers up and get more into like an apprentice kind of teaching type role, or?
Well, we'll see in due time. So I mentioned that I have an apprentice now, Alexis, and he's doing all that he can to teach her all that he knows.
Right.
We're all teaching her. Mr. West, I don't think he expects to be cutting at the age of 80. So let's take that wealth of knowledge that he's built throughout the course of time and make that transferable to new and upcoming barbers in the industry.
I agree with that. And I think I mean, like you said, Mr. West has been with you guys since, you know what I'm saying, pretty much the beginning.
100%.
But his work ethic and the things that he brings to, like you said, you talk about barbers having, you know, good conversation or different things like that, and I think that's something that he will try to instill in the people that you put in front of him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So you can't really scale a personality. You know what I'm saying? But you could teach somebody how to be the best version of themselves. When Mr. West came along, I wasn't really talking to my clients as much as I do today.
Right.
You know, and that's initially something that I got from him. You know,
that's it, and that's more exactly what I mean. You know,
it seemed like for the most part, you know, I was doing a lot of work and wasn't talking a lot about it at all. You know what I mean? We being real.
Sometimes you just want to get through the, you know what I'm saying, get through the cut onto, I mean, because sometimes in the situations that you may have been in before, it was just cut, pay bills. So you were just in a constant loop in your own, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I said this last time, I'll say it again. So I look at life, you got 4 levels. Mm-hmm. So you got survival, status, then freedom, then purpose. Uh-huh. So that cut to cut, trying to pay the bills, trying to stay afloat, that's the straight survival mode.
Absolutely.
You ain't really got time to think about what's going on in the world or what's, you know, happening with other people's situations, or even like, you know, thinking ahead, being proactive.
Right.
You know, once you have the status of this person is reliable, they can cut, they got a following, you know, then you have status.
Right.
Now, what do you do with the status? You have to. That's when you have to be proactive, open a shop, teach people, create content. So then you know, charge more. So then you're taking less people for same or more money, and then you have your freedom because you got your time. You know what I'm saying? Now once you got the time and the money, then you got to have some type of purpose. Are you going to give back? Are you going to put it all into your family? Are you going to build something?
Are you going to blow it?
Well, I guess that is a purpose.
No, I'm just.
You know, I mean, you give it all to Gucci and Louis.
Some people make it to. Some people make it to blow it. You know, I mean, we've. I mean, I can't say that. I mean, we've all wasted some money on some shit we didn't really need. You know, but
yeah, I did today. So it is what it is.
I mean, it's part of life, man. I mean, I don't know. I think I don't know. Some of us. I think we've all gone through a phase in life where we put more value into some material thing than it really was. You know?
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. You know, but that's you know, social conditioning. Excuse me, made us this way. Made us want the Jordans. Made us want the BBL models. Made us want the fast cars with the. I mean, putting rims on hoopties and all types of,
I agree.
You know, crazy things.
I was in the Falls we were working in the Falls this week. I saw it was like an '88 Regal, and my man had like Dayton's on it.
No disrespect to the car collectors, you know, the car enthusiasts, but I mean, it's really just about what you value. And I'm not here to judge what people value. I just value, you know, different things in my life. That's all.
I hear you. All right, man, and all right. So
we was talking about West. We was talking.
No. I'm trying to think of how I want to word what I'm trying to say here. So from this time, this is being the second time that you've come through. What is something that you would say, yo, by the next time I come back and chop up, or whether we stop at the shop, yeah. What is something that you would say that you want to have accomplished in that time? You know what I'm saying? Like what is a goal of yours that's not? What is a near goal of yours?
Okay, so
I guess that was a long way for me.
No, that's a great question. What is a short term goal we got?
See, there you go. Wordsmith.
So we got this master class coming up on September 26th with Maria. So, you know, I value having a licensed instructor under our roof.
That's dope.
So what we want to do is not only educate the people within our organization, but also open it up for everybody to become, you know, learn a new skill and get some education too.
Right.
We talked off cam about the recession. Recession time mean, you know, you might need to introduce a new revenue stream. You know,
Yeah.
is it skincare? Is it facials? Is it the face steamer? Not even just that. We're testing it with the facials, but there's a wide variety of things that people can learn in the barber game.
Right.
That, you know, we can teach. So it only costs like it's only the price of a haircut. Not even maybe the price of a shape up to come learn for 2 hours at Fade and Foot from an instructor. And the short term goal, to get back to it, is to not only utilize our instructor, but to bring in other influencers, you know, like the Chris Bazio, the 360 Jeezy, my man Dr. Tyler, who I'm having lunch with on Tuesday, my man Gilbert, High End Barbershop, Morristown, New Jersey. You know, it's a lot of people in the industry that have a lot of knowledge. Man, let's share it.
So so more or less you're providing the platform for these people to share their knowledge of
The platform
different
to receive it, the platform to share it.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's definitely a short term goal. We got a lease at this space. So serving clients, you know, that's not the only way to utilize the space that we have. If we have people with a bunch of stuff that they know,
Jalen.
if we have a bunch of people that know a lot of stuff, you know, let's let them teach it.
I think but see, like in some cases when people get to like a place where you are, like in a place where you're not just fly by night barbershop, like you're an established, you're a business, you're a company, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're blessed. For sure.
A lot of people when they get to the where you are, they kind of want to slam the door and all right, well, I made it and I had to go through A, B, C, D, E, F, G to get here. Why would I help? Why would I give you free game when nobody gave me anything? Some people get to a place and then they start to look at things like that. So I think it's good that you aren't trying to. I'm having a hard time putting like word in what I'm trying to say, but like.
No, I get it. I understand. So that what you're saying is what actually is fueling me, because you know my idols some of them have become rivals. Remember I said things are caught and taught. Some things I just had to catch. I couldn't ask them and they would tell me.
Right.
They wouldn't never show me. You know, it's probably out of 20 plus years of being in the barber game, it's like a handful of true lessons that I got where they took me to the side and said, yo, you got to do this and this and this.
The rest was caught.
100%. So,
Okay.
you know, so if we got a barber that's in the house, in the basement, in the kitchen, or just starting out, whatever they're doing, you know, I'd like to shorten that amount of time, you know, of them learning some stuff to make the game, to make it better.
Right.
Most customers looking for haircuts are going to go with the lowest price, which does not equal quality. But if everybody is maintaining a certain quality level, then that makes us stronger. We can get what we deserve.
Absolutely.
We ain't got to be paying bills late. We ain't got to be overdrafting. We ain't got to be messing people up.
One thing I want to say, because I had a friend of mine that was real, like whatever, about how much he pays for his haircuts. In my opinion, because somebody charges a lot for a haircut, and this is not pertaining to you specifically, but sometimes when people charge a lot for a haircut, they're just charging like it's not like when you charge the price that you charge for a haircut, you're saying, you know, this is what my time is worth. This is what my skills are. I've been doing this for this long. You know what I'm saying? There's guys that I know that have been cutting hair for a year, 2, 3, have a couple people, you know what I'm saying? And then now they want to charge $50 a head. And I just feel like, so I say that to say a high price haircut doesn't equal a quality haircut either.
No, that's true. Yeah, no, I get it. That's 100% true. So if someone asks me about why I charge what I charge, I'm not even going to give them my list of other concerns that consume my time.
Right.
I'm only going to give them my time that I've been in the game.
Absolutely.
My level of knowledge and my skill set, and the demand that's there for me. it makes sense. I'm only going off of numbers and how I've been able to retain people. Maybe I might not have room to fit another person in the rotation.
If they don't want to pay it, I mean, there's somebody who is more than willing to pay it in your position.
Well, the people ain't stupid. They know who's who with the get busy with the Clippers.
I agree.
Now, maybe if I go now, let's just say we do undercover barber, right? I go to a city where nobody knows me. I'm not going to come out the gate charging $50,
right?
But I believe that I'll be able to charge it a lot faster than a lot of other people saying they want $50 for a haircut
because they're going to see what you're bringing to each client.
100%, man. I mean, in a sense, like barbers probably don't want to admit this, but we're in sales.
Absolutely,
we provide a service, but we're in sales. So if you can't sell your service, explain to people the features of getting a cut by you, the benefits of getting a cut by you, or the quality level that comes with the cut, then you don't deserve the money.
You're not going to retain that person.
Not at all, man. And retention is more about the cut. Sometimes it's about who you are and how you carry yourself. The customer experience matters.
I agree with that. I mean, you're the business. We talked about your business, the model, the setup, and everything that you have going. It's like I said, it just seems like you have it to where you found 5 or 6 other people who have the mindset that is conducive for what you guys are doing, and you guys all work well together. And so I'm sure that makes it enjoyable to go to work. I'm sure you don't do 5 days a week, but to go to work, however many.
I'm in there. Well, so I don't cut 5 days a week, but I'm there a lot.
Okay, so but it's not like, oh man, I gotta go to this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure sometimes it is because you might not just know when to go, but I'm sure there's times where you wake up and you're like, all right, man, cool. I'm gonna go to the shop and do blank, or I got to do this at the. You know what I'm saying? And you look forward to that stuff.
100%. 100%.
I think that's big in anything that you do, and I'm learning that myself now because I kind of hate my job.
Let's talk about it. Why you hate your job?
I'm just over roofing. I'm done. I'm just my body's too old for this stuff. I don't see myself doing this in 2 years.
So what is the life expectancy of not life, but what is like the amount of time that a roofer will last in the roofing industry? I've worked on crews where there's like the oldest guy who worked there was the foreman. Like he ran the whole crew and he was in his 60s. Okay.
I don't want to be that guy.
Really? Why not?
Because just roofing in general, just the wear and the tear and the shit it does to your body. No, I don't want to do that. Because like they said, the guy that is 60 some years old and still doing this stuff, like he back hurts and my knees this and I got, you know what I'm saying, his fingers, he can't feel his fingertip, all types of stuff.
What is the minimum you get hourly wage for roofing?
It depends on where you work. Some places will pay you by an hour, some places will pay you for the day.
Okay. So what was the minimum?
It depends on what you do. If you are a ground person, there's a minimum to be a ground person. If you're a shingler, there's a minimum to be a shingler.
Okay. So you say like 2 different positions.
Right. Like now a laborer is a person who doesn't lay shingles. They just run around and grab shit. Okay. I've had to do that before. We've been on roofing crews where I did shingle a little bit, but I don't know. I'm kind of a spaz, a little ADD, and I don't like to pay attention to perfect detail. So I don't really like to I don't lay shingles, but I mostly I take bundles, do shit like that. But the money that I make in a day is different from in your position of the barber, and you've been here this long, and this is what you bring. Like I can tell people, well, I've been doing this long, and this is how much I made at the last place I was at. So when I switched to where I work now, it was either like you can match, if you want me to come work there, you can match what I make now, or I'm just going to stay where I'm at. And it was just like, all right, well, if that's what you want, then, and then, okay, so you match what I'm making, and then I'll switch. Right. So it's just all about, like you said, it boils still back down to what you said is the skill set and longevity and things like that. But I don't want to have any more longevity in roofing. I'm ready to be out of that shit.
All right, so what's the dream going for us with the podcast?
Nah, I think I'm gonna figure out something. I don't know. I'm not really sure, to be honest. And I think that's part of what's kept me doing roofing. Because I'm like, I don't know what else I'm gonna do. So I just keep doing this, and I just think, I don't know, I gotta get back to the drawing board and look at some shit and think of, you know what I'm saying, something I can see myself doing 10 years from now still. Because with the amount of children that I have, retirement's not coming anytime soon.
Understood. Okay. So yeah, you just gotta do some critical thinking, my friend. You know, Napoleon Hill, he wrote a book. It's called Think and Grow Rich, not Work and Grow Rich.
That's a fact. But all we do is work at that, you know. But I mean, I don't know. Working is part of life, man. You know. It's just,
yeah. For a time, well, yeah, you got the survival mode.
Absolutely.
You put in work there, even at the status. You know what I'm saying? And even like once you get to the status, you know, I'd say focus more on mind power, putting that thinking cap on than actual physical labor, because like the world is getting younger and faster.
I agree with that.
You know, so you want to be position yourself as an authority where you can monetize what you know.
I agree.
Or lead the people that don't know all that you know. So, like you're a big sports guy.
Yep.
These guys, when they go to the NBA and the NFL, they make boatloads of money.
Absolutely.
So, you know, after they're done with the league, you know, how are they going to live? Some of them go over into
media.
Stephen A., the media,
right.
Or they go into some type of coaching where it's like you're not so far removed from it, you're still in it, but now you're taking your experience and you're using it to help the people that are coming up, or using it to help the spectators understand the game in a different perspective. So what's stopping you from doing that in roofing? What's stopping me from doing that in barbering? What's stopping me from even doing that for an artist that's going from I want to record some music to finish a project? I could talk about that.
Absolutely.
I ain't talk about getting you into the industry and getting your name known in your neighborhood and your city. Yeah, I'm knowledgeable in that. You know, getting your barber game from here to here. Yeah, I know about that.
You make a good. I never thought about it like that. You make a good point with that.
Yeah, and people seek advice. Seek advice from people that are where you want to be. You know, you don't want to get advice from any and everybody. I'm pretty sure, like, it's people that come on, you know, talk about the podcast, but like, yo, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this. I mean, you should even take what I say about the pod with a grain of salt. I ain't going to tell you how to be the next Joe Rogan.
Right.
You know, but if you want to make clips for reels, you know, I'm only going to talk about what I know.
No, I mean, and I think some people don't. I mean, I think some people could use and learn that lesson. Like, yo, like, kind of stick to what you know. You know, don't try to do everything, because everything ain't for everybody.
That's a hard lesson I had to learn too along the way. You know, like,
I agree with that.
You know, trying to do it all myself.
But I mean, some stuff you do got to do yourself though.
Yeah, this camera.
Way to go, Link. But nah, man. Before I fucking let you get out of here, the project Intelligent Hoodlum, you got that. You dropped that. Now, are you planning on doubling back and dropping another one, or?
Yo, I really want to.
You said you had 25. I didn't mean to cut you off there. You said you had 25 joints that didn't make it. Are we coming back with like a deluxe? You know what I mean? Like, we gonna what we doing?
Nah. I gotta go back and listen to those songs.
All new music on the next project, then.
No, I'm not gonna promise all new music. Some of them are good. They might make it. I definitely want to do Intelligent Hoodlum too. The way my schedule is set up, I don't know if I really got time to lock in on it right now. We'll see. I mean, I'm still not done with this. You know, still got 10 records on here that don't have videos. We ain't really put the marketing budget behind this album yet. It only got 2 videos, and it dropped without a release party. It dropped without merch.
Now, where can we find the videos?
On YouTube. Valed the Ruler YouTube. So I got 2 YouTube channels. I got Valed the Ruler, which is the music stuff. And then I got
the Fade
and Full, which where you see me talking about the business side of barber industry, and also tutorials. I'm gonna double back with the tutorials, because when I first started doing the tutorials, my editing wasn't where it is today, and I didn't have the camera that I got today. So
4K.
You're looking at the camera I got today.
I'll say okay, it's 4K.
Yeah.
But nah, man. I appreciate you stopping back through, man.
Dude, I appreciate being a recurring guest on the podcast. Man, I don't want to.
Matter of fact, yo, I got a black shirt for you. I'm gonna give it to you before you leave.
Okay, all
right. So, but nah, man. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Fade and Full Official on Instagram, and Real VALED 716 on Instagram. I'm on every platform, man. I'm on TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube.
Black Planet.
I'm not really on Facebook though, but I have a Facebook, but I don't use it.
But nah, man. I gotta make it to the smoke shop before they close, so I'm gonna take this time and I'm gonna get the hell up out of here. But Valed, man, thank you for stopping by. It's always a pleasure, my brother. And I'm a promise to you. I'm gonna make a promise to you on the camera for all of your people watching that the next time I see you, the camera will not be the phone. All right. Sure, so if I gotta pick Link up myself, and we're gonna make it happen next time.
All right, Link, you heard him. Let's go.
All right. Hollywood Wilson Podcast, Flavor One Radio, man. We're out of here. Until next time. Peace out, guys.
All right, good stuff, man. Appreciate you.
All right, and then what I'll do is I will get the audio onto here.